to take the loss to the Bulls last game, but still having a good run here. Taking on the Hornets. They're one of the weirder mixed match teams that I made. They got Bogue, B.J. Armstrong, David Wesley, Glenn Rice. And I could have gotten him Bobby Phillips. I would have. Good. I got the purples, yeah. Thank you. Purples.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan with Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. On the sideline, David Aldridge. So the Hornets win the tip. Anderson against Gill. Pass to Rice. Wing shot on the way. Drained for 2 points. And when you're taking on a back-to-back, does your approach change at all?
Always a tough part of your schedule, but it's no excuse to not make a 100% effort. Still got to play your heart out and worry about tomorrow.
Understanding the offense. O'Neal showing you his basketball IQ early in his career. That's promising for the future, too.
Here's Rice, and stolen by Scott. Pass break. Here come the Magic. Here's Grant. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And this points out how opportunistic they are. I mean, once they get the steal, they're off to the races right away.
The coaching staff encourages them to be aggressive. And this includes looking to convert in transition.
Gill against Anderson. Here's Wesley. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, that shot was challenged, but even so, I'm always surprised whenever he misses.
Yeah, had the space, but not that time.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
Now here's Hardaway. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
We know from his college days that Hardaway could shoot. Defense over-aggressive, and he took advantage.
B.J. Armstrong's checked in for David Wesley. Hardaway hits them both. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Armstrong against Hardaway. Armstrong with it. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Milwaukee. Scott kicks to Hardaway. Inside, looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Anderson wide open, hands it from downtown.
You gotta step out on that, or else Anderson gonna cook you from deep.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Rice, and just miss after miss right now.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
And it's Orlando with another.
Not satisfied with this lead. That's obvious because they are trying to blow this thing wide open.
Yeah, they've really locked in here and are valuing each possession.
Charlotte calls timeout. Last time they met was in Charlotte. On defense, the Magic. To the wing right side. Divac, a screen on Anderson. Here's Gill. Another shot, and the layup is good.
Great work on the offensive glass that time from Divac, using his size and timing, so important in rebounding, to his advantage.
Now here's Hardaway. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game.
That was an easy call on that shot.
Refs will call that one 10 out of 10 times.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Armstrong with it. Guarded by Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hardaway dishes to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal doing his own version of rim testing. Pressure testing that rack. Man, what strength.
Here's Gill. No scoring in this one. Divac a screen on Anderson. Here's Gill. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
Got some space in the mid-range, but wasn't able to convert. Still, not a bad chance for him.
That's one that almost always goes down.
Yeah, as you said, almost. This is the rare miss from there.
Rice passes to Armstrong. Here's Gill. Pass to Mason. Gill misses. Magic leading by 9. Now Hardaway. And here's Anderson for 3. Kept alive. Hardaway, no good. The Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Divac. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hardaway kicks to Grant. Pass to Anderson. 3-pointer. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Anderson's got 6.
Divac on Hornets, I said Divac on Kings.
On it perfectly.
Yeah, getting out ahead early on by stifling the competition on both ends of the floor.
Here's Gill. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And he really had the opposition on pins and needles on the offensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals on the night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Now, here's Grant. 10-point lead. 3-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Rice has got his second basket.
Love the no-hesitation shot release of Glenn Rice. You see the confidence he has, and for good reason.
Stolen by Mason. Armstrong with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Over to the wing. Gill misses.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
And yes, it's good.
New to the league, but not to contact. What a finish by Hardaway.
Hornets trail by 9. And here's Armstrong. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Fantastic effort on defense, protecting the rim with his length.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. And Mason drops them both. Here's Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
You see the floor awareness Hardaway possesses. Great find from the rookie.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
During this timeout, they have to be talking about how to improve the offense.
I think they're drawing up their best play, trying to get an easy bucket. A good after timeout play.
Both teams deciding to change it up. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You look at the Magic. They're sitting pretty, second place, looking to take the top spot. And checking out Charlotte, 5 games behind. Here's Armstrong. Johnson outside. Shoots over Scott. Shot by Johnson, no good. Magic leading by 9. From deep. Scott, good. Scott's got 5 now.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Here's Armstrong. High post Johnson. Shoots over Scott. Charlotte again missing. Check his screen on Armstrong. Pass to O'Neal. Grant dishes to O'Neal. And another shot. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
An absolute load down there. They better put 2 bodies on Shaq if they want to prevent him from getting those second chance points.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game.
He's so difficult to slow down when he gets that fire in his eyes.
Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. To the inside. It's stolen by D-Box. Curry on the wing. Down low. Rice passes to Armstrong. Bank shot. No good.
Tough to miss such high percentage looks. Deflating.
It's stolen by Curry. And it's Johnson penetrating. Pass to Armstrong. Shoots over Grant. And it's Armstrong missing. Orlando leading by 12. Scott dishes to Grant. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. They get it again. Outside, Scott. O'Neal tries yet again. Yep, that one goes in there. Shaq's got 10 points in the game.
That height is something else. O'Neal can be dominant if he uses it right.
Armstrong with it. Pass to Rice. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Never a good feeling to lose a game on the road, especially when it comes as a result of not putting forth the kind of effort you need to on defense.
You hit the nail on the head. Inexcusable defense, in my opinion. I'm sure Coach let them all know about it after the game.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Certainly a generational talent. O'Neal's strength and size make him unguardable in the low post.
Armstrong against Armstrong. Now Armstrong. Curry way outside. And so it's the Orlando Magic riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Out of the gates, love the way they've moved the ball with confidence and conviction.
Absolutely. Purposeful passing from them, piling up those assists.
6 to shoot. Pass to Bowie. Here's the three. And the rebound by Bogues. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Armstrong. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, you can't give him any room to shoot the three ball when you talk about B.J. Armstrong. He is a lethal three-point shooter.
And Orlando making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's Armstrong. Over in the corner, Turner. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, the defense just smothered that one.
Draped all over him. Outstanding effort to contest without fouling.
Drives to the hoop, and that one drops for him. Armstrong's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice work fighting through the defense.
Armstrong against Armstrong. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Armstrong.
Well, Armstrong can be so sudden, and once he's moving, he's difficult to keep up with.
Armstrong with it. He's covered by Armstrong. Shot's good by Turner.
Terrific focus to get to the basket there.
Surprised they left him that much of a lane to work with.
Armstrong against Armstrong. And here's Armstrong. He's got 6. The rebound by Turner. Armstrong against Armstrong. Here's Outlaw. Off target at the rim. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. 15-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, you know, they hung in there right until the end, but just couldn't quite match them.
And I love the heart they showed in that game. Never let it get away from them and fought the whole way.
Bowie. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Bogues. He's guarded closer. Count it. Bogues has got his first 2 points.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Bogues is confident inside. excellent job capitalizing.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Several teams changing it up here. Orlando leading by 11. Right side Hardaway. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
This is how creative Hardaway is. He just finds ways to score through physical defense.
The Magic shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Hornets trail by 14. Now here's Bogues. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Gill against Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Well, he just about got that one, but it ends up slipping out of bounds.
And now you expect him to increase ball security and start playing it safe around him.
So it's the Hornets now. Shot clock at 3.
Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hardaway goes in. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defenders still learning Hardaway's game. He's taking full advantage.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Last time out, he was absolutely amazing from the line.
Got to take advantage of the freebies, or you're leaving points on the table.
Now here's Bogues. Here is Mason. Pass to Gill. They set the pick. No one near him. Orlando grabs the miss.
Got the look he wanted. Sometimes it just doesn't go down.
And here's Anderson for 3. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 6th assist on the night. Bogues against Hardaway. Pass to Curry. Back to Bogues. Got a piece of it.
This is the kind of rim protection he brings. Superb work coming away with the block.
Bogues against Anderson. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Again and again, round and round we go. This guy is knocking down those triples.
Beyond the points, he also provides spacing to this offense.
Now, here's Bogues. Pass to Rice. They need this. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. And the Hornets call time here. Grant, he's checked in for the Magic. Armstrong comes in for Bowie. The Hornets also with a sub. Adi Divac's checked in for Curry. And Hardaway comes to help. There's the 3. Shot's good by Rice. Rice has got 10 points.
Off the feed, he looked very ready to fire.
Armstrong kicks to Hardaway. And the rebound goes to Divac. Hornets trail by 18. Here's Mason. And it comes off the front of the rim. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
Fast break buckets, easy money, and they are very key to your success.
It's so tough scoring in this league. You run anytime you can.
Now here's Bogues. And there's the drive. No dice from the high post.
And he forced that shot. When the defense is this tight, you're better off passing out of it and looking for a better shot.
Slams it down and then hangs around for a bit to show off for the cameras.
He was showing off something I don't think the defense was enjoying as much as he was enjoying it himself.
Yeah, they did not like that one. But then again, he should have been stopped in the first place.
Orlando leading by 20. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. To the paint, and Shaq with the slam.
And you know, once O'Neal flips the switch, folks, there's no stopping him. He's going to do what he wants to do and take whatever he wants to take.
Now, here's Bogues. Pass to Rice. Takes a three. Orlando grabs the miss. Shaq's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's good. 2 points. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
You know, transition play like that is exactly why they're ahead.
Yeah, they've been pushing the pace and leaving the defense behind in the dust.
Here's Gill. Nothing on the board. He wants a screen on Hardaway. And he drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just a smart, aggressive play by Gill there, going right into the defense and earning the foul.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Scotty's checked in for Armstrong. David Wesley, he's checked in for the Hornets. Orlando leading by 23. Here's Hardaway. Here's O'Neal. Levots with some nice D.
And usually you can count on him to convert there. The D did just enough to throw him off.
Rice passes to Gill. Just 5 on the clock. Mason with a screen on Anderson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Shaq's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Grant. Grant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Man, Anderson can really fill the stat sheet. Lethal from all spots on the hardwood.
And the Hornets call time here. Hornets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. It's Wesley on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Rice. Launches it. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shaq down low. He's covered by Gill. Shaq's shot is good.
And he has been dialed in since the tip with his shot. Great output from him so far.
Wesley against Hardaway. Wesley the pass to Gill. 6 on the shot clock. Grant gets the rebound. Grant's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Rice. Sinks the three-pointer. Rice has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Hornets.
Putting a strong finish on the break. Rice holds nothing back while charging up the floor.
Hardaway passes to O'Neal, and he gets the bucket. 19 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Inside, Mason, and he jams it with authority.
His athletic ability, especially his vertical, levels the playing field for him at the 4 spot, making up for his smaller build.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. The kick out to Anderson. And the 3 off target. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Count that one. Rice has got 8 here in the quarter.
How about this offensive barrage from Rice? Totally unstoppable right now.
Right side, Scott. Left side, Hardaway. Grant sets a screen for Hardaway. Ah, the buzzer beater! Oh, what a shot!
Wow, what a finish! Count that up!
Stepping up to the moment. Huge point.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Already has racked up a double-double through the first half. We call that a stat sheet stuffer.
And if he can carry that performance into the second half, he's going to have some monster numbers.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hardaway passes to Anderson. Grant kicks to Anderson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, the Hornets shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
Good composure that time from Gill. Gets hit and still makes the shot.
Orlando leading by 23. Right side Hardaway. And Shaq with the slam.
I tell you, his vision has been outstanding in this one. Finding many opportunities to create for his team.
This is how you run an offense, moving the ball and rewarding ready shooters.
To the middle. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. No good from Grant. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. O'Neal with the steal. Down low. Tries again. No good from Grant.
And this is how you defend a player like him. Nice job contesting without fouling.
Mason, and the layup's good off the glass. Mason's got 8 points.
So quick to find the open man.
Shaq with a screen on Wesley. Hardaway with it. Divac picks him up. And finished off by O'Neal.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Hardaway. Clearly the rookie is paying attention out there.
Wesley against Hardaway. Here's Gill. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Orlando's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Scott has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Rice. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Wesley. Rebound by the Magic. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Grant finds Hardaway. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. It's stolen by Divac. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Wesley. Good D by Hardaway. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Shaq. Left side Anderson. For the three. The rebound by Mason. Mason's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Scott. Outside Hardaway. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Hardaway's an exceptional passer. And with size and athleticism to match. What potential.
And the Hornets call time here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Wesley with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Here's Gill. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Clock at 2. And the Hornets miss again. Magic have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. It's stolen by Divac. And here comes the break. Here's Rice. Add another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, he needs help. Scoring-wise, his teammates need to do something.
Hardaway with it. 12 points for him. And Scott has it in the corner. It's stolen by Divac. A fast break now for Charlotte. Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal. O'Neal on the wing. A putback. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Mason's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Charlotte can't hang on to the ball.
Some nights, nothing goes your way. They're trying to compete, but they've been outclassed.
Now Hardaway. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And it's Wesley missing. Orlando's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Hardaway passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Look out. Grant attacking the rim like there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Here's Mason. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Mason's got 10.
This is what a floor general looks like. The vision and the pinpoint pass.
Hardaway passes to Anderson. Shaq down low. Working on Divac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Boy, I'm not sure how the league adjusts to Shaquille O'Neal. This guy is so big, so strong, so forceful. Wow.
Curry's checked in for Charlotte. He doesn't get the second one. Hornets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Wesley. Shoots from the high post. And that's collected by Grant. Scott dishes to Anderson. It's stolen by Divac. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Count the basket. Curry's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice effort to cap off the break.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Magic making a switch here. Sampson's checked in. Here's Hardaway. 12 points for him. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And Hardaway doesn't mess around inside. He's such a determined scorer.
For Charlotte, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Hardaway with the steal. Driving in, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
Pass to Wesley. Divac a screen on Hardaway. Clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Mason. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
And Scott has it in the corner. Shoots over Curry. Again, the Magic score.
Becoming a reliable playmaker, you can see Hardaway's vision developing.
For Charlotte, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Divac a screen on Hardaway. To the inside. Divac gets the bucket. Divac has got 6 points.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
Here's Hardaway. Shoots over Wesley. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 18 points for him.
And how about the timing from him on the offensive glass? Positioning himself perfectly to capitalize.
Gill kicks to Divac. Charlotte moving it around. High, arcing shot. Gill misses. Orlando's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Hardaway passes to Anderson. And it's off from three-point range. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Pass to Wesley. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wesley's got his first basket of the night.
He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. Vlade Divac is a center that you can run your offense through.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. They are in complete control, coach, of this game.
There's no question, without a doubt, they've been firing on all cylinders.
In every way, you're right. Sampson's shot is off. Hornets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Armstrong. Orlando grabs the miss. O'Neal's got rebound number 15 here tonight. O'Neal is double. And here's Outlaw for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
We know Rice is a shooter, but he's got some athleticism, too, showing you some force as well. 6
seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bowie over Curry. And the shot goes in from Bowie. 19 seconds left in the third. Armstrong against Armstrong. Over Armstrong. And it's Armstrong missing. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Orlando ahead by 26 points. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, the Hornets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pass to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Shaq.
And I like how Johnson plays to his strengths, especially on offense where he is a major threat.
Eddie Johnson taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. The Magic shooting at 51%. Really solid. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Gliding up the floor. Johnson moves so well and outworks the defense in transition.
Armstrong against Armstrong. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
That's clearly a frustration foul. You could see that coming by the look on his face.
Taking it out with a foul won't change much. He's got to have a more level head than that.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bowie. Beyond the arc. Cracks down the 3-ball.
And the D was clearly lackluster there. No excuse letting a player of his caliber get that kind of shot.
You got to know the scouting report on this guy. It's lapses like this that continue to plague them.
Now Curry. And here's Armstrong. Lets it go from 14. And good that time.
Good energy from Armstrong. Hustling to find himself a mid-range look.
Magic leading by 23. Shaq the screen on Armstrong. Armstrong passes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
All about controlling the body. Setting a stiff pick and then spinning in the scoring position. Well done.
High post Johnson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Sampson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's O'Neal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you look at Shaquille O'Neal's physical stature and presence. He is an absolute beast.
The Magic making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Lottie Divot's checked in for Gaddison. Shaq with a screen on Armstrong. Armstrong dishes to O'Neal. And it's good for 2. Shaq's got 13 points in the second half.
Down the stretch, when you need buckets, go to the guy who's gotten you this far.
Yeah, he's been relentless.
Pass to Rice. Uncovered. Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
The grit on the offensive glass. I love seeing Johnson stay with plays.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Armstrong against Armstrong. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Armstrong against Armstrong. Armstrong passes to Curry. The 3. Armstrong gets the bucket.
A strong shooter from distance. Armstrong unafraid to fire away.
Armstrong against Armstrong. He swipes the ball away again.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
Oh, what a steal. He's taken him for everything they've got. Armstrong against Armstrong. Pass to Bowie. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Sending it right back with authority.
He is such an asset, Clark, to his team on the glass. Wow.
Yeah, keeping the ball out of enemy hands. sure they finish the play strong.
And the Hornets call time here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Rice, covered by Outlaw, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, the officials won't let that slide. I mean, they're eager to call out those illegal screens, as well they should be.
I do think he was trying to get there, but you've got to be completely planted.
Here's Armstrong. Pass to Bowie. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Bowie's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, when you collapse inside, that is the danger that you face. He kicked it out to the shooter who made them pay.
Here's Wesley. Here's Rice. Fires the 3. Avent grabs the rebound. And they're on the break. Here's Sampson. Levots grabs the board. Here's Rice. Pass to Wesley. Here's Gill. That one a little long. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Good work there as it goes. Sampson's got his first points of the night.
Playing with pace pays off as they got it right to the cup.
That's why more teams are pushing the tempo. It's high-efficiency offense.
Here's Wesley. And count it from 19 feet away. The Magic have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Armstrong kicks to Outlaw. Fires from deep. Devon's the rebound. Devon has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wesley the pass to Rice. Makes it off the glass. Rice has got 21.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
Armstrong with it. Out to the right wing. Bowie drains it from beyond the arc. Bowie's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he got off to a slow start, but it appears to me that he's found his touch from beyond the arc now.
To the paint, here's Rice. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Rice's activity on offense, outstanding. So good at getting the defense to get out of position and able to draw the foul.
Both good from the line that time.
Hard workers are an invaluable part of any team. And that's definitely something he brings to the table. He really hustles out there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
The defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
From 10 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
Couldn't convert the bunny. That one was right there for him.
And it's denied.
That's how you stop the easy shot, by playing assertive but clean defense.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
This is why people are high on Hardaway, because of his ability to take over games.
Hornets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Rice. Wesley against Hardaway. Floats one up. Pocket sick. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get into space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
That tall and quick frame of Gill benefiting him on that drive.
Orlando has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Wesley against Hardaway. Pass to Scott. Launches a three, and again another assist.
He's shot a lower than average volume tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped them build this lead.
Wesley against Hardaway. Here's Rice from past the arc. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Magic.
Mike, this was a confident win, wasn't it? The outcome not in question down the stretch.
It wasn't especially close, and they created that separation with their execution and attention to detail.
Something a coach always stresses. And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shaquille O'Neal.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Anderson against Gill. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
Very athletic play that time by Gill inside. Nice job working to get the high percentage shot for himself.
Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Wesley.
And you can see he was set right there in good legal guarding position. That's a nice job.
And his teammates appreciate him sacrificing his body. Just a gritty defensive play.
Clark, how about the unselfishness of this team?
Love the willingness to make that extra pass, and it has the defense in a scramble mode.
Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
They're lucky to maintain possession after that dangerous pass. They've got to be more precise with their ball movement going forward.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Wesley. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Well, Mike, the fans here obviously going home.